No double-double for Angel Reese equals victory for the Chicago Sky.
You might be thinking, how did Angel Reese, someone who many expected greatness from after her college career, suddenly find herself ceding ground to Kamilla Cardoso on the Chicago Sky? Well, it wasn't about drama, it was about results, and honestly, when you break it all down, Cardoso's skills filled a glaring gap in the Sky's offense that Reese just couldn't cover.
Chicago Sky actually pulled it out against the Dallas Wings, and honestly, I feel like it's because they are starting to realize the things that need to happen in order to win games.
Talk about what went wrong for Angel first. She brought a lot of expectations into the league, her physicality, and rebounding were her signature strengths in college. But the WNBA is different. Defenses are faster, smarter, and much better at shutting down one-dimensional players. Reese's struggles in that system have been hard to ignore, especially when you look at the numbers.
Elevate Kamilla Cardoso and let everything run through her. Let her be the dominant force down close to the basket for the Chicago Sky. Turn Angel Reese into a role player, and you know what will happen? You will be an improved team, and you will win games.
Take the Dallas Wings game as an example. Reese played 25 minutes and only managed to knock down 2 of her 6 attempted shots. That's just 33% from the field, 6 points all game long for someone who stepped into the league with such hype. That kind of output won't cut it. Compare that to Cardoso's performance in the same game where she dropped 23 points, sinking an incredible 9 of her 13 shots. That's 69% shooting efficiency now.
She should be your 4th or 5th offensive option because she can't shoot. She still couldn't shoot last night. That's just a fact. She still could not shoot the basketball. You know, she's not efficient at all, and the lack of efficiency in her shooting leads to losses.
It's not just that she scored more. It's that every time Cardoso had the ball, she made it count. Now Cardoso's game is built differently than Reese's. Instead of overpowering defenders, Cardoso is smoother, more calculated. She excels at scoring, efficiently positioning herself perfectly and keeping the offense fluid if you watch her play. It's not just about her making layups.
9 of 13, 69% from the field, 83% from the line, 8 rebounds, 23 points. She was dominant last night.
Reese is also creating opportunities for her teammates, like when she dishes the ball out for open threes that gives her team dimensions. Ree currently doesn't offer. Ree, on the other hand, has been struggling to adapt her physical style to the tighter, quicker defenses. In the WNBA, remember the play from the Wings game? Ree made a strong drive to the basket, but was blocked by Nisa Smith. It's the kind of moment that shows how much tougher it is for a one-dimensional player like her to adjust to the pro defenses compared to her college.
Kamilla Cardoso, guess who finally got more minutes than Angel Reese in a ball game? Hell has frozen over, I guess. But finally, they ran this whole shooting match through Cardoso. Angel Reese, 25 minutes, 2 of 6 from the field, 33%. You're 6'4", 33%. I mean, honestly, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 points. You're right in your lane.
Boy's biggest difference is in their styles of play. Ree has always leaned on her ability to battle down low and dominate on the boards. But if she can't finish consistently, then all that hustle doesn't translate to the scoreboard. Cardoso, meanwhile, doesn't need to wrestle for every basket. Her finesse and mid-range jumper make her a constant offensive threat. And it's not just the shooting. Her intelligence on the floor creates better spacing, which is something the Sky desperately needed to fix after their early season struggles. Dominant force. I mean, you're looking at right here, she grabs the ball, lay-in, she hits her layups, by the way. One game in particular stands out when making the case for Cardoso's rise. During a rough stretch for the Sky, Cardoso's scoring spree in the second half completely shifted momentum. Her ability to score under pressure and avoid turnovers carried the team to a more efficient offensive flow. Reese, unfortunately, was much less of a factor in those critical moments. And that's why the coaching staff made the call. Cardoso's role increased because it had to pause. We've seen Kamilla trailing Angel a lot lately or cutting around the basket while Angel's down here, and she keeps throwing up shots and keeps missing Angel. Actually threw the ball back to Kamilla. And it worked when one player is hitting nearly 70% of her shots and the other is missing 2-3 of hers. The choice practically makes itself that stat. Right there is the key Cardoso's shooting percentage isn't. Just better. It's game-changing. It's what's helping the Sky rebuild some of that chemistry they've been missing. But with all these shifts, what's happening to Angel Reese's confidence? Let's look at how she's responding to this humbling adjustment. This is great. She's figured out. She's not an offensive player, and she's more of a role player, a rebounder, a distributor, screen setter, and they figured out a way to feed the ball to Cardoso, their 6'7" center, who does have some offensive skills. Now, you might be wondering, how is Angel Reese handling this massive shakeup? Well, it's a tricky spot for her, no doubt about it, coming into the WNBA as a high-profile name. Reese carried a mountain of expectations. After all, she was a college superstar, a dominant force who made her presence known in every game. But transitioning to the pro level has been far from smooth. She can't be in denial of it. She's having to deal with the fact, I'm going to keep forcing these shots up they're going to keep getting blocked. I'm going to keep missing all of the rim and throwing these bricks up. And therefore, I'm going to give people more ammo to make fun of me over social media at LSU. She was the centerpiece, the engine of the offense, and the clear go-to player in Chicago, though she's had to adjust to a much smaller role, and it hasn't been easy for her, or for those who thought she'd become a WNBA phenomenon right away. Hey, it's not hard to see why this role change had to happen, though the Sky were struggling badly, starting off 0-4 before they made these adjustments. Teammate, look at this right here, right there. Oh no, they're on me. Let me toss it over here for a wide open tray. Boom, that's good. Basketball, that is good. And do you see how happy her teammate was? The team needed wins, and Reese's style of play just wasn't translating into results. At least, not in the way everyone hoped. Her inconsistent shooting was a big part of the issue. When your scoring efficiency isn't where it needs to be, it forces the coaching staff to look elsewhere for production. Enter Kamilla Cardoso with her deadly shooting. Cardoso's ability to space the floor opened up scoring opportunities that Reese couldn't provide. Who would have thought made layups would being efficient would lead to winning ball? I guess I would have thought it. Since last year sometime, like last July, it made sense for the team to shift gears. No matter how frustrating that decision might have been for Reese, and you can tell she's feeling that frustration on the bench. During their last game, cameras caught Reese looking less than thrilled after being subbed out early, her body language. While not overtly dramatic, said a lot, arms crossed, not really engaging with her teammates, it seems like this new role is something she's still grappling with. The Sky have one potential bona fide superstar, and that is Kamilla Cardoso. It is not Angel Reese, and never on planet Earth should she ever have more minutes than Kamilla Cardoso, which has been a trend until last night during the post-game interview. She didn't openly admit to feeling sidelined, but there's been a noticeable shift in her tone. It's as if she's trying to convince herself and everyone else that she's okay with this change. But actions often speak louder than words. That said, her impact on the team hasn't completely disappeared. The Sky have leaned on her rebounding ability and post-defense in these past few games, and she's still finding ways to contribute. I saw a few plays where she'll get the rebound and look for somebody, throw it out. That's beautiful work. She did have a moment where she drove in, tried to lay the ball up, missed it, grabbed it, and then she started looking for Cardoso. ASAP Reese has been setting sharp screens to create open looks for Cardoso and other shooters in one key sequence. Reese grabbed 2 offensive boards in a row, eventually leading to a crucial three-pointer from her teammate. Even if she's no longer the star plays, like that show, she's still capable of adding value. So let her come from the nail with that momentum and put up those type of shots. She did it like 2 or 3 times in this game. Yeah, so I think those are the type of plays that Angel Reese are supposed to be making. Now, they also had some high and low moments in the post, with Angel Reese throwing it down in the post to Kamilla Cardoso, which is what I've been saying. They need to use her that way. But let's talk about what's really going on here, being sidelined as a secondary option. After all expectations has to mess with you mentally. Imagine going from near